I just used one trading strategy on these 3 completely different charts for the last 5 days. It is Monday and we are kicking things off with the gold chart. I want you to notice the key resistance level that we have here, and it's also acting as a significant liquidity zone, right? We also have a well-defined trend line, and I want to see a breakout at this area. However, we need to be precise with the entries so that we have good stop losses, right? So these are my points of interest. This is what I am looking at and I want to see on the gold chart. And this is what the gold chart was looking like after 3 days. All right, guys, so gold has retraced slightly, but the bullish momentum still remains strong. And on the 4-hour time frame, we anticipate selling pressure from smart money traders at the previous highs, right? So patience is very important here. As we await our confirmed breakout and the sweep of the liquidity at the zone at the top. Remember, it's also acting as a magnet, right? That is what is drawing the market towards it. Equal highs, equal lows normally. That's what we use them for in the market, well, according to how I analyze. So before that, we have to wait for the market to present this particular setup. The way I am explaining it, if it doesn't come out like this, we have to probably look for something new. But for now, patience is what we're going to be exercising here. Let's wait till the market actually plays out and then we can jump right into the trade. It is Friday and finally I have a good entry point. Now this simply means I waited for this trade for 5 days straight. Here we are having a decisive break above the resistance, confirming our analysis with the trend line and the area of value that I identified earlier. I wanted to execute my entry point right at the breakout. Our stop loss was set below the support and the profit targets were set up like this, and within just an hour our first take profit in the inner circle was secured. Now this signal was also shared with over 9,000 members of the free Telegram group, and gold continued to shoot up to the top, finally hitting all of our take profits. Now this is a textbook example of a successful breakout trade. While gold was shooting up to the top, the team and I we were capitalizing on opportunities on Us30. I was looking at the 5-minute chart after a 30-minute time frame rejection. A very simple stop loss that I had here. Our first take profit was hit within the first 20 minutes of the trade, and then we had a little bit of a drawdown for around about 50 minutes. Then the trade shot up to our second take profit. Now for this, I immediately secured our profits, closing all of our trades and leaving one single trade running. This is how we capitalized on Us30. It was quite an easy trade too. And I can add one more chart here to show you how I made an extra $700 for a grand total of $3,500 for the week. So Nasdaq presented another easy setup, with the sellers dropping into this key area. However, the initial stop loss distance was wider than my preferred risk, right? So I had to adjust my entry by dropping the entry point to around about this spot, and I optimized my risk to reward at the spot. And with a good stop loss and defined profit targets here, you can see I eventually entered a buying position on the Nasdaq, and due to low volatility for that particular day, I ended up holding the Nasdaq trade overnight. And early the next morning, I shared the setup with the free group again, and it played out so nice, achieving all our profit targets. Remember, we were with everyone on this particular trade. So these were our trades for the week. 3 of these charts. Now, before we dive into the weekly analysis, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We trade the Nasdaq over here. If you're returning, welcome back. You already know what's up. Don't forget to hit that like button, turn your post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. Now, we all know that Monday we are not trading because it is a holiday, and also we have the president of the US getting inaugurated on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't checked that to confirm, right? So we anticipate high volatility when the market eventually opens, and that's based on the fundamentals. But a little bit of technicals, let's go on to our charts. Now on the daily time frame, we had a good indecision candle and a great push to the upside, indicating that the buyers for last week, they stepped into this market, right? And then our second trend line here was respected quite well. Now we have a new trend line that has been formed on the daily time frame. Going over to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that the trend line has broken out, and these are our new resistance and support areas. Now I'm analyzing this on a Friday and the market will close in 2 hours. So depending on how it eventually closes, these are going to be the levels that we are looking at. It is good to refine your entries on, smaller time frames. So if you make an analysis on the daily time frame, when you drop down to the 4-hour time frame, always refine the trend lines, the support and the resistance areas according to the number of touches that you're having on, the smaller time frame. We can see that we also have a trend line and a good support area here on the 1-hour time frame, which is what I will be mainly looking at. So should the market retrace into this zone, I will look to execute a long position with a defined stop loss probably around about this level, and that is my bias for Nasdaq for this week. Now, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button, turn your post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. You feel me? With that, it's been Tino, and I'll see you in the next lit video. Peace. I can take you out and you'll be just doing it all.